What's up and happy New Year's, guys. This is Matt here, back in Car Mechanics Simulator on a pretty laid-back Sunday. I don't know what day it is for you, but for me, it's a chill Sunday, and I figure why not fire up some Car Mechanics Simulator and let's make a video, shall we? I have no real plans on this one. Figure just go find something cool. We could try some barns. Let's go take a look at a barn, see if we can find something in there. If we can't, we'll end up finding something cool somewhere. And here we are, we have arrived in our first barn. We've only got 2 left on the map, but I could go get some more barn locations if need be, but I figure let's visit at least the 2, or at least one of the 2 on the map. Looks like we've got an Evo here. Mitsubishi Evo. That'd be kind of fun. It looks pretty complete. Not bad as a JDM, no, but it is nice. Looks like we've got a 57 Chevy Bel Air over here. Indeed we do. Yep, 57 Chevy Bel Air, 183,000 miles. It's a convertible, which is nice. What do we got under the hood? Yep, we do have the V8. Tempting. And over here we have a notchback, Fox body. Yep, V8. Did one of these not that long ago. I would like to do the SVO though. I would like to find one of those. And it looks like that is everything in this barn. Let's go take another look at that Evo. It would be cool to do Brian's Evo from Fast and the Furious. Yeah, I think we could have some fun with this car. Let's go ahead and buy it. Let's do an Evo. I don't think I've done an Evo before, so that's all the more reason to take it home, right? All right, we've got our Evo. Let's head back to the shop. Back at the shop, and I've had some few requests. Man, this thing is pretty complete, actually, compared to some of the things I drag home. Not bad at all. Missing a headlight. That's about all I can really notice right off the bat. Let's send it over to get clean. But like I was saying, I've had some requests to do Brian's Evo from Fast and the Furious, so thinking maybe that's what we'll do on this one. I believe it said the factory color was, I thought it said it was red, but it is white. Beautiful. I do love white Evos. They look really, really good. Let's see what the factory color said it was. Oh, that's why I thought it was red. It showed that current color, yeah, and factory color is white. And that's why I thought it was red. But yeah, color variants, not a whole lot of them. We'll definitely be doing some cool liveries on this for sure. All right, let's send it over to the garage and get started on this thing. Really not bad at all. Yes, we've got a complete engine here. We're missing an exhaust manifold back here, and I'm not seeing a turbo or intercooler. Interesting. I'm not gonna bother with running tests. I figure we'll just go ahead and rebuild this engine because it's gonna need it. And at least that way we can throw performance parts at it at the same time. So let's get it up in the air so we can pull the oil out, so we can pull the engine out. And then disconnect the drive line, all that good stuff. Send the oil drain over to where it needs to be, car lift A, and let's use it. Yeah, not much oil, and it was pretty dirty, so that can go back to where it came from. And yes, the drive line needs to be disconnected. Let's get that done now. Let's get our drive shaft out of the way. There's 4 more over here with 1 stuck bolt. Out it comes. Now we can jump over to, well, let's go ahead and get this exhaust system out of the way. Front exhaust section there out of the way. I guess we need to disconnect our CV shafts up front to be able to disconnect the transmission to pull the engine. So let's go ahead and do that. Hope you guys had a good, safe New Year's Eve, New Year celebration, whatever it is that you guys did. I hope it was enjoyable. I gotta say, mine was quite nice. Flip around over here, remove this. Another stuck bolt right there. I'm pretty stoked for 2025. I say it every year. I'm stoked for every new year, but let's see if we can make it a great year. How about that? Okay, do we need to grab a starter from the top? It looks like yes, from the engine bay. So back down it goes. And out that starter comes. Back up in the air for the transmission. Gotta remove that front drive shaft, then we can get to the gearbox. Pull that out. Surprisingly, no stuck bolts on that. Let's go ahead and pull our throwout bearing, clutch plate, or clutch release plate, I guess. Then we get to the clutch plate. There it is. And flywheel. Off it comes. We are ready to pull. We'll grab our cherry picker here. Flip around. And just yank the thing out. Out it came. No longer in there. Let's go put it on the engine stand. Just like that. Cute little guy. I can go back to where that is. Is there a battery under here? Need to throw that on the charger. Or is it in the trunk? Well, right there's where the battery goes, and it's not there, so we didn't get one with this car. There's a few other little things missing, like the ABS solenoid. Let's just start pulling things from under the hood. Why don't we? ABS pump, that thing is in bad shape, and it's only halfway together. Let's go ahead and get all these relays and fuses out of the way. Out it comes. This is another wonderful mod by Payne, DeadBob777. For those of you that are curious about getting mods for the PC, you can get them in the Steam Workshop. That air filter, I was gonna say oil. That air filter looks like it's covered in oil. Interesting. And air filter base can come on out. Let's go ahead and grab the radiator. I didn't see a reservoir anywhere, so I'm guessing we're missing that as well. Looks like everything under the hood has been removed. We can move on to suspension. Jump up in here, grab this brake caliper. Out it comes. Brake pads. There you go. Brake disc. Front wheel hub. Oh, yep, we got to get the bearing. That's important. Now we can grab the wheel hub. Looks, again, surprisingly complete under here, but just in bad shape. Outer tie rod. You got to come out. Inner. Lower control arm. With a stuck fastener there. Off it comes. We can get our sway bar end link. Both of those out of the way. Get our shock absorber here. Off it comes. Now we're good for the steering knuckle. That's that side done. On to the other side. Now we can get our front sway bar, steering rack, and get our little rubber bushings out of this K-member here. So we will be able to drop that. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Surprised none of these are missing. Out it comes. Onto the rear. Grab this tire, wheel and tire set here. This wheel looks like it's in pretty good shape, better than the others. Brake caliper. Both of these stuck fasteners here. Or bolts, however you like. Brake pads, disc. Wheel hub. Oh yeah, we got to pull the drive axle out of that. All-wheel drive. It's an Evo. Duh. Rear wheel hub. Now we can get this wheel hub cover off. There's a lot to these rear ends, as you can see. Shock absorber cap. Rear spring. Spring cap. Now these rear ends are more intricate than the front ends, it seems like. Rear shock absorber. Out it comes. Now we can go for the suspension arm here. Spin around. We need to get these little rubber bushing, that little rubber bushing out. Now we can remove this rubber bushing to be able to remove this arm. There it goes. Now we can get this lower arm. Again, yeah, this is pretty intricate rear end geometry system going on here. And the knuckle housing. That's that side done. After I pull these 2 bushings, and we will jump to the other side. We can now pull these 2 rubber bushings that are left behind to be able to pull the rest of the rear end system out. Sway bar. There you are. And then the rear cross member. That's it. All of that comes out. Let's get our fuel tank. Is our pump. We got a fuel pump missing, so don't even need to worry about that. And rear muffler can come out. That is all the suspension done. Let's bring it down and start pulling off body parts and interior. Why not? Trunk. Doors. I like to get it down to bare minimum. Just tear everything apart. Because it's fun for me. Car part 1. Oh, pull the left door, right door, front left door, the hood, windshield. We're talking everything. Fender. Go ahead and pull the bumper, headlight, air cleaner. Does that come off? No, that stays. Part of the body. We need to get this fender. While I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and straighten things out with this body. Use the welder, accept. And I mean, it looked pretty straight to begin with, but it's always best to cover all your bases. Put it back. And then pull our interior. Or sit in the car. Why not? It's actually a really good interior. All of Payne's mods are really, really good like that. Pull the front left seat, front right seat, and steering wheel. That's all there is to that. Oh, forgot the rear window. And does that part come off? It does. From here, it just looks like a stock Lancer. Or what's left of one. That being said, I think we're ready to tear down the engine, or what's left of it. Not a whole lot, huh? Let's start from the top. Let's grab these coils. There's only 3. Get those out of the way. And get to, they're way down in there, spark plugs. And again, we're going to be going performance on all this stuff. Let's see how much horsepower we can get. I think stock it was like 200 and something, 240. Let's see, what was it? 276. We're definitely going to be making more than that, or at least I hope we are. The engine head cover can come off now. With each and every one of these bolts out of the way. There we go. We expose the cam set. So let's get to the cam gears here. Cam gear. Off it comes. Timing chain. Another cam gear there. Jump over to the other side and grab those. Get this cover off. Oh yes, we must remove the belts and such. The serpentine belt, let's get that out of the way. Harmonic balancer can come off. Now we can get to the timing cover. And there it goes. Belt tensioner. So much easier to do all this out of the car. Serpentine belt there again. Idler roller A, and it is stuck. Not anymore. Water pump. Out you come. Another idler roller that has a stuck fastener on it. How about that? Must be a theme. Cam gear. Another one. Another one. Okay, let's grab. I guess we're ready to start pulling these camshaft caps. And I won't make you sit through every single one of them. So here we go. Now we can pull our camshafts. Out they come. Let's grab throttle body here. So that way we can take off the intake manifold to be able to pull the head. Get that out of the way. Off that comes. Oh, we got to get these fuel injectors. There's only 2 fuel injectors left. How about that? Now we can pull the engine head. And yeah, a lot of carbon buildup. Well, those 2 center pistons aren't too terrible. Not bad. Let's grab this fuel filter while we're right here. And the alternator. A lot of stuck fasteners on this one. That power steering pump has definitely seen better days. And I think we're ready to flip, and get to the oil pan here. 2 stuck bolts there. Out it comes to see the business end. And yeah, this all looks pretty crusty down in here. Let's pull all these rod caps. Now we are ready to pull crankshaft bearing caps. 1, 2, and it looks like that third one, I'm gonna bet, has some stuck bolts. Both of them! How about that? And now that can come out. We can go ahead and grab these pistons here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And out comes a crankshaft. Let's grab that oil filter. I believe we're down to the block. Take that off. See if we can repair it. That is the engine torn down. Let's go turn our brake rotors. Not that we're going to reuse them. We're probably going to use carbon ceramic, but it is always nice to be able to sell some parts as you know, in better condition. If you can, make a few extra bucks. Why not? All right, we have run all of our brake discs. Now it's the part where I repair what I can't and replace. Repair what I can, replace what I can't. And I'm not going to make you guys sit through this while I do this for a very long time. So by the time you see me next, I will either have repaired or replaced everything. I do believe I got everything I need. We've got our engine block mounted here, so let's go ahead and start mounting parts. Get our crankshaft in, and then we'll put on our crankshaft bearing caps. 1, 2, and we'll get to 3. Then we can install our performance pistons. There's 1, and we'll do the other 3. 2, 3, and get to it. 4. Now we can do our rod caps. Now we put on our oil pan. And while we're here, might as well throw on our oil filter right there. Let's go ahead and do our performance power steering pump in much better shape than the original one, as well as our performance alternator. Now we can flip this thing right back over and put on our idler roller here. Might as well do this serpentine belt setup, water pump. Oh, I guess we'd have to put our engine head on to do that. Would make a lot of sense now, wouldn't it? Camshaft in, all this performance head, performance camshaft, all that good stuff. Now we can put on our cam gear there. Big long bolt there, idler roller. I think from here, yes, we can put on our serpentine, and there should be a tensioner, and there it is. On it goes. We can put on our cover. All coming together. Now we can, let's go ahead and, well, before I do that, let's do our fuel injectors performance. Kind of tricky to get to. I might as well throw on the intake manifold. Just make it a little bit easier, I suppose. Now we can go up under here without all that stuff in the way. Throttle, body, performance. Then we can go up here. Put on each and every one of these little camshaft caps. Not going to make you sit through every single one. Now we can throw on our engine head cover. It's getting to be that time of year. NFL playoffs are coming. They're upon us. That's kind of what I'm doing out of the corner of my eye right now, watching, because yeah, the Dolphins have a shot at getting in. The only thing that has to happen is the Chiefs beat the Broncos and Dolphins beat the Jets. So today, I've got that going on my other monitor. Thumbs up if you're a Dolphins fan. I'd appreciate it. I've always loved the Dolphins. I grew up watching Dan Marino. We got to get our turbo on there. I did not order that. That's one thing I forgot about. I grew up watching Dan Marino, and ever since, just always kind of pulled for the Dolphins. Who you got? Who's your playoff predictions? On goes a beautiful performance turbo. Now we can go put our timing set cover on right here. And I think I'll wait to do the whole flywheel and all that. Once we get it into the car, it makes more sense. A little bit more realistic, I suppose. Oh yeah, we want to put on our harmonic balancer here, so that way we can at least run the belt to run our power steering and alternator. With this idler roller, I think that is everything on our little inline, turbocharged inline 4. Let's go ahead and grab that and go put it in our Evo. One thing I do want to clear up too, I know that Brian O'Connor's Evo was a 7. This is an Evo 8. Hey, I call it close enough, right? I mean, they look pretty much exactly the same. Okay, that can go back. And there it is. Let's go ahead and start installing our under the hood stuff. Let's start in the back, brake servo. We'll do our ABS pump. Get that on. Now we can do our ABS module. On it goes. Spin around. Let's do our air filter base. Why not? Air filter. Do our cover. And then, of course, our wonderful little clips. There's 1, 2, Flip around. Come on now. Get a little closer. That's going to help a lot. 3 and 4. I did buy a battery. Throw that in there. In it goes. Might as well do our fuse box and our fuses and relays. Now we can install our fuse box cover, and that is taken care of. Let's get down here and install our ECU, our $10,000 performance stage 3 ECU. In that goes, and we can jump up here. Power steering reservoir, windshield washer reservoir, and I believe for the intercoolers we have to do that from outside of the vehicle. Coolant reservoir goes on. Do our radiator fan housing. Oh, we do need those fans, don't we? There we go. Now they're together. And looks like we have pretty much everything we need here. Yes, the intercoolers go on from the outside. Let's go ahead and add those now. A lot easier. Oh, we got to do it from under the car. Up it goes. There we go. Small intercooler performance, of course. Large. And there's another small right over here, and on it goes. While we're here and we've got it up in the air, might as well put our front cross member in and install our 4 rubber bushings. And now is as good as time as any to install our front steering rack. Our steering rack. Front sway bar, inner tie rod. Do our knuckle here so that way we can attach our outer tie rod. Front axle knuckle cover. Front wheel hub. We're going to need to attach our transmission and all that stuff before we can put on our half shafts, but that's okay. Front wheel hub bearing. Brake pads. Let's see. Yeah, brake caliper. We need to, it just hit me, we need to put together our suspension. Let's go do that real quick after we get this installed. Jump over here, put together our front suspension. There we go. Coming together. And while I'm thinking of it and I'm over here doing stuff, let's go ahead and mount and balance our tires. On they go. And the good old balancing mini game. 1 down, 3 to go. While we're here, let's go ahead and install our flywheel and all that. Get the gearbox in so that way we can mount our half shafts and get those in. We'll do all our performance, flywheel, clutch, and pressure plate, throw out bearing. And then I did buy the adjustable transmission to be able to adjust the gear ratios because I feel like we're going to need it. Because we just threw a bunch of performance stuff at this. And we are going to need to install our starter from the engine bay, which is fine. We can do our axle shaft there. Then we should be allowed to finish up what we are doing over here. All right. There's our half shaft. On it goes. Let's do our, we're going to want suspension. With that attached. We have our in link. On it goes, and that should be good for that. And we are good to mount our wheels and tires. Get this one on. Look at that. And we are good to go to the other side. Look at that. Looks great. Okay, before I forget, let's go ahead and put that starter in, because I know I'm going to. If I don't do it now, and then I'm going to wonder why, hey, it's not starting. And where did you go? Right over there. Nice. Get her back up in the air and tackle the rear end suspension here. Go ahead and put in our cross member. And again, this is quite the setup this car has. It's an Evo. What do you expect? The upper arm with rubber bushings. Now we can do our sway bar end link. Flip around here, install our shock absorber. Spin around. I've forgotten this arm a time or two. Oh man, rear suspension arm. You've all seen me do it in the old videos. I always forget something, right? In that goes. We get our wheel hub 3, as well as the rear wheel hub. We should be able to install our bearing. There it is. Now we can do our brake disc. Let's go ahead and do our half shaft while we're right here. Now we can do brake pads, caliper. And I think there's still a couple little things over here we need to, yes, we're gonna need to put our spring and all that in. Also our rubber bushings. Those are easily forgettable too sometimes. There it goes. This small rubber bushing here, this one's always a tricky one. Now we can get that on and put our spring and cap on. There it is, spring cap. Spring goes on top of that. And then the absorber cap. Now we can put our wheel and tire on and it not be in the way. That is that side done. On to the other side. That is that side completed. Might as well do the exhaust and drive shaft now. We're gonna need to have that if we want our all-wheel drive to work. 4 little bolts there, spin around, 4 little bolts here. Now let's do our exhaust. We get our front section here. All pretty performance, stainless steel, high flowing. Oh, we need that part. I'll go ahead and throw this rear muffler on and I'll go grab this real quick. And on it goes. Not sure how I missed that. Exhaust completed. Let's jump back here real quick, install our fuel tank with our performance fuel pump. Time to bring it down and start on, well, let's go ahead and do the interior while we're right here. Interior assemble mode. Just a matter of 2 seats and a steering wheel. Not bad at all. Okay, now we're ready for body stuff. That looks cool like that. Let us start with doors. On go both doors. The windows. Let's do the rear window. We'll add the little antenna. The Brian O'Connor. Let's do the front windshield. On it goes. Yeah, let's just get all the windows and doors out of the way, because then the fun stuff comes. All the mod stuff. That window, this window here. Oh yeah, we're gonna want side mirrors. On goes that one. As well as that one, and might as well do our fenders. There and there. Our rocker covers here. Now we can start, let's do the hood. Yes, that is the Brian O'Connor hood. And then the Brian O'Connor front bumper. I'm gonna attempt to put the JDM Evo 7 headlights on, see if that fits. So that's good. That'll work, because that's accurate to what Brian had. That looks good. It all fits together well. Run back here. Let's put in our trunk. We'll do the Brian O'Connor trunk with the wing. And we're really getting together, getting this thing together, aren't we? If I could talk, that'd be great. I'm curious the Evo 7 tail. Okay, so there's a little gap right there. That might drive me a little nuts. Let's try the stock ones over here. Or for the 8. Yeah, see, that fills that gap a little better. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the 8s. Pull these off. Yeah, it just looks better. That gap was gonna bug me until I did something about it. Okay, I think our body is together. Let's put on our license plates. I chose Florida in case maybe that'll help the Dolphins' chances today. Maybe superstitious, maybe not. That is it. We are all together. Let's send this thing over to the alignment shop. Yeah, this thing is way out. We'll get it in. Get it dialed in just fine. And there we go. It looks pretty cool like that. I'm guessing it has underglow. I'm guessing that's what that is. Which his was blue, wasn't it? At least that's the way I remember it. Let's send this thing over to paint. Paint this thing up like Brian O'Connor's Evo. Jump over here to livery set. And oh, that one's actually pretty cool. There it is. That looks so good. So really the only thing I'm noticing by putting Evo 7 parts on an Evo 8, there's just a little bit of gap right here in the trunk. Really not that much, and that's not going to bug me. I'd rather have the correct wing. Paint the car. Now the fun part. Let's take it over to the dyno and see what we make. It looks so familiar. That's a really good job on that livery. That is awesome. Okay, let's tune our ECU, get all that taken care of. +6 is about the best that I can get. We're going to go ahead and apply that. That being done, let's do the deed. Let's start our dyno. There is no oil in the engine. Of course there's not. I totally slept on that. Let's head it over there, take care of our fluids. Brake fluid, washer fluid, power steering fluid. I can't seem to find the blinker fluid cap, so let's go ahead and add our engine oil. Horrible joke there, I know. Now it's time to add our coolant. In it goes. Now we should be good to run our dyno. Let's proceed with the test. Yes, okay. Start test. The factory power, at least it starts. Hey, it starts and runs. I hadn't tried that yet, so that's good to know at least it does that. With the factory power, 276 horsepower, 278 pound-feet of torque. Let's see what we end up with. Sounds good in the background. Blow-off valve, 524, 495. We gained 250 horsepower, 217 pound-feet of torque with a drag rating of 428. This is perfect. This is what I like to see, because sometimes I'll dial it out and it's a drag rating of 999, and it's just kind of, you know, being able to get a drag rating of 428, we're going to have fun with that. We're going to have a lot of fun. Send it back to the garage. Let's take it out to the top speed, see what we can do for top speed, and then we're going to take this thing drag racing. It's very interesting, the underglow effect. All right, let's get this thing, get as much room as we can here. Let's go. I love the blow-off valves now. But see, this is perfect. It's not insanely crazy fast. I think we're definitely going to have fun with the drag racing with this. Let's see, we're getting it to 160, 170, 3, 4, 5. Let's get it to 180 and then hit the brakes. Okay, hit the brakes. Let's see. Oh yeah, we had some room. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it to 200 and stop, but we're sure going to try. Maybe if I get a little bit of a run and go at it. There we go. It's hitting me now. I forgot to put that on the muffler. You can see it's missing. We'll be putting that back on when we get back. But now we're at 180, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're out of room. Nope. I was too busy staring at the speed to pay attention to anything else. Yeah, it's just not. Oh, are we gonna stop? Oh, yeah. It just doesn't have enough left in the top end to be able to get us up to 190 and stop. I tried a few times. This thing is fun though. J-turn test. Yeah, does like what an all-wheel drive J-turn would do. Had a little bit of a traction control kick in there, but still enough to have a little bit of fun with here. That's fun. All right, let's go take this thing drag racing. Let's put on, there it is. You can see how I could miss it. It's barely noticeable there. Okay, now I think we're all together. Yep, we're all 100% here. Okay, good deal. Drag racing. Here we are. Let's do King of the Sands. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Class A, accept. We're going up against a Skyline GTR. Wow. Okay. Just starting right off with against the GTR. And there it is. It's like got wide body or something. Oh, it's like lifted. Interesting. Okay, let's see. And we're off. And I think, yeah, we're holding our own so far. He's not even in the picture yet. And I think we got him. We ran an 11, pretty much 11 flat to his 12-1. Reaction time, mine was a little better. All right, we won against the GTR R34. I'll take it. Next, we are up against the McLaren P11. How about that? Not feeling too great about it all of a sudden. Let's give it a try, shall we? And there it is. Okay. I felt good about that reaction time. Oh, I hear him coming. There he goes. And he got us. But it was decently close. An 11-2. I can do better than that to his 11 flat. Let's try again, shall we? Hey, at least we won 750 credits. Let's go again, shall we? All right. This time we were up against the McLaren P11 right off the bat. All right. Whatever. Man, that one's like got a big wing and everything. All right. It doesn't necessarily mean it's fast, but it is a McLaren, so. Yeah. See, he's going to have more on the top end, but I think we're going to get there before he can. I'll take it. That was an 11-1 again to his 11-4. Now we'd be going up against a Salem Spectra SR. It's got a drag rating a little higher than ours. Should be fun. Let's go. I like the color. All right. Okay, we've got him so far. That all-wheel drive definitely helps, but I think... See, we don't have a whole lot in the top end, but we still were able to get him there. Another 11-1, at least I'm staying consistent there. That was a horrible reaction time to his 11-5. At least we made it farther than we did last time. We'll be going up against an Evo 10. So there should be no reason that I lose this one. He's got a drag rating of 416 to my 428. I mean, that is close, and I could have another terrible reaction time. So, yeah, let's see. There it is. I like it. It's blacked out. That's cool. But he's going to have all-wheel drive. We got him right off the start. I don't know why he's falling back so quickly. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it all day. We ran another 11-1. Super consistent. Not a great reaction time. His reaction time was about like ours, so pretty close. All right. Now we're going up against the Ferrari 458. Very close drag ratings here. 428 to 427. Can we actually win this thing? There it is. As long as I don't red light, I feel like I've got a chance here. But he's got a lot of top end. I hear him coming. And we got him. We won the championship with our little Evo. Oh, I'll take it. Fantastic. Another 11-1. Oh, we have both had the same reaction time. Not great. There it is. Total payout, $11,250. I will take that all day. This thing's a lot of fun. And it's cool to be able to do Brian O'Connor's Evo. I've done a few other Fast and Furious cars. I want to do all of them that I possibly can in the game, for sure. I definitely want to do Dom's RX-7. We need to do that one soon, for sure. We're about to sell this thing to see how much money we make on it. But guys, if you made it this far in the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It truly helps out the videos, the algorithm, all that fun stuff. We got 100% on everything. It's time to see what we can sell for. We could sell it for $144,000 that'll be a profit of $110,760. So $111,000. I will absolutely take that. Sell the car, pocket a little cash, and there it goes. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. I truly appreciate it. If you want to see a particular car done, just Put it down in the comments. That's why I did the Brian O'Connor one, is because people said do Brian O'Connor's Evo. I was like, okay, well, next time I come across an Evo, we'll see if I can do that. So guys, thank you so much once again. This was a fun, chill episode to do. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.